What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Pro Day Sports Performance Training Podcast. I'm your host, Josh. Just me today. We're going to be jumping into a fun topic, something that we take very seriously at Pro Day, and we think that most gyms and most athletes that are wanting to increase their abilities, wanting to increase their athletic potential as a whole, should do this thing very seriously, and that is combine testing. For the NFL, they call it Pro Day at a lot of colleges, and that's where we got our name Pro Day from, was from that right there, having professional potential put into play through your training and through your testing so you can track that as you go. So today we're going to be talking about the performance testing side of everything. You can train all day, every day, and training is at the end of the day going to be the differentiator. It's not going to be what you test. It's not going to be anything else besides what you put into your day-to-day to increase your athletic abilities and your skills. For this, we're going to be talking directly about athletic potential. If you are doing anything on just the weightlifting side or losing weight, you have other ways to test by weighing yourself on a scale or by going and seeing if you can lift more weight. Today, though, for athletic testing, we're going to be talking about testing athletic abilities. So our scouting combines at Pro Day, we focus on speed, power, explosiveness, agility, and reaction. That's the basis of everything that we're trying to increase, because those, plus a few other little things, those are going to be the main things that go towards athletic ability. So those are the things we directly train for, and then those are the things we test for. The reason we feel it's very important to test these abilities is because that allows us to show exact progress. One of the most frustrating things is putting in a lot of work and not being able to tell if that work has paid off. It's kind of like seeing if you've gotten taller or not. It's hard to tell because you see yourself every single day. Now, when you actually get on a wall and measure yourself, you're going to see that you actually have grown, even though you might not be able to see it yourself. So that's what we feel with the testing. If you do training and you go and you perform at a sport, it might be difficult to see exactly how much better you've gotten. Parents might say, oh, you look like you jump higher, you look like you move quicker. A lot of that could be based around bias, though. So we like to take all of that away. We don't have to watch our performance, and we also don't have to guess whether we're getting better or not. We have the facts right in front of us. That way, we have a direct tie to if the things that we are doing off the field are paying off on the field or court or whatever sport it is that you play. So with our testing, every athlete that comes in, we test every 2 months to be sure that our athletes are increasing their abilities. If you're not increasing your abilities, then you're either doing something wrong or you're doing the wrong training. So that goes with anybody at any gym, whether it's with us or not. If anybody's doing testing, whether you're getting better or not, and you're not getting better, it goes without saying it's probably not working. So either you as an athlete need to make a pivot, work harder, and push yourself more, or the training that you're doing might not be sufficient enough to gain those abilities. So let's break this down real quick on an individual sport basis. As you know, I played basketball in high school and college, so that one's the easiest for me to talk about. We'll talk about a few here, though. So for basketball, what we're looking at is we want to be quicker. We want to have a faster first step. We want to jump higher. And I get that these go with a lot of sports, but those specific drills are going to be the things, not drills, those specific skills are going to be the things that we're wanting to increase. So through the drills that we do in our training, we should see a direct correlation of increase in drill performance to increase in the actual performance we're wanting to do. So if we're doing box jumps, jump squats, broad jumps, whatever it may be, we're actively working on our explosiveness in order to jump higher. How do we know we've jumped higher? Through our testing. So everyone that comes in, the testing that they do is based off the sport that they're going to be in. For most sports, there is not a specific designated combine that they should abide by. So with that, Pro Day Sports has created our own combine that uses the drills that are recognized by all sports organizations to test your, let's say, speed or agility or reaction times. We use those drills, we put them together to make a structured combine for all of our athletes. If you're a basketball player, you will be doing some of the drills a little bit different. That way we can do some of the NBA combine drills, because at the end of the day, that's the goal. If you're playing a sport and you want to play at the next level, you want to play at the highest level. For basketball, that would be the NBA, so we follow the NBA combine. If you're, let's say, a volleyball player, we're going to be focusing on similar things that we would in basketball, but there obviously is some specifications to volleyball. So we do a velocity test to test your serving speed. With that, we get to test all of the other skill-based things, and then that's the one that's directly correlated to the sport that you're in. We've set it up this way so that way all kids over all sports can track their progress to their peers, see where they compare to all of their peers, and then make changes accordingly in their training and the things that they do to accelerate themselves past their peers. At the end of the day, that's the goal, to be the absolute best. And if you don't know where you're at and where those around you are at, or you don't know where the people that you look up to are at, you won't have a goal to get to. And when we're looking at accelerating all of our careers, we need to have goals in place that we think will be the things that help us to get there. So all of our combines, we do them once a week that we offer. We like to do them every 2 months. We think that's a sufficient amount of time to see increases in all of the areas. Obviously, when it comes to training, you're going to see a pretty good increase quickly in the beginning. As you get older and as you train for longer, those increases will slow a little bit. You might not see as much of a jump as you would before. For example, we've had kids come into our gym. These are some stats for us. We average a 4-inch vertical increase. We've had some kids that have come in and increased their vertical, standing vertical, by 7 inches in their first 2 months at our gym. That does not mean you're going to increase by 7 inches every 2 months from there on out. It's very dependent on how quickly your abilities to gain strength, gain muscle, and gain capabilities are, and then mixed with how worn down and tired your muscles have become. And as you build more, you grow less quickly. Okay? I know this is a lot of information. At the end of the day, testing is a very crucial portion of training to be sure that we're getting the progress that it is that we're paying for or that we're training for. You're giving your time, and in a lot of cases, you're giving your money to be better. So you need to know accurately if you are getting better. So whatever gym you train at, if it's on your own or it's with a company or a facility, track your progress. Put stuff in place so that way you know these individual workouts that I'm creating are working. Or be sure that the place that you're training at offers something so you can see that everything is working. If you're going to put your time towards something, you need to be sure that you're maximizing that, because at the end of the day, most of you would be student athletes, and student athletes only have so much time in a day to manage school and training. So we need to be sure that we're using every second to the best of our capabilities. That way, all the sports performance training that we're doing is paying off. All right? With this, every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we do sports performance testing at Pro Day. All right, you don't have to be a member of Pro Day. You just have to sign up online. You can go to our website to find the sign up. You can give us a call at 918-625-4011 and figure out how you need to sign up and get in for testing. Like I said, you don't have to be a member of the gym to do this testing. You can use it and see if your strength and conditioning coach at school or the other gym that you're training at is doing a quality job. Not only this, but we have a leaderboard online with over 600 athletes currently and rapidly growing that you can compare your abilities to. You can break this down to the skill, you can break this down to the school, to the age, to the gender, whatever it may be that you're wanting to see where you rank upon, we can break it down to those areas. That way you know exactly where you stand, and as an 8th grade volleyball player, you know that by my senior year, here are where these people are at. So if you're climbing that leaderboard, you know your skills are gaining and you're getting to the point where your peers are, which means everything that you're doing is working. All right, so like I said, reach out to us if you want to get signed up for Pro Day testing, one of our performance testing combines. Again, go to Pro Day Sports, look up Pro Day Sports Performance Training on Google, find us, book a time. Thank you all for listening. If you want more information about the testing, reach out. Let's get going. Accelerate your athletic career. Do the training needed. Test yourself as you go. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time. Peace.